If you need to replace the rubber rims on your electronic drum set, or you've converted your acoustic drum set into an electronic drum set, now you need rubber rims. What do you buy? Pintech versus UFO Drums today, that's coming up. What's up guys, Justin Grudel here, welcome to 65 Drums. This is the place to keep on top of all things Edrum related, so consider subscribing if you haven't yet. So today's an interesting video. I had to buy rubber rims for my acoustic to electronic drum set conversion project I'm doing behind me, and I decided to buy different rubber rims from different brands. And the two brands that jump out at you when you're searching on eBay or anywhere is UFO Drums and Pintech. Those are the two big options you have when you need to buy rubber rims for your electronic drums. So I bought three versions. I bought the standard rubber rims from Pintech for my high tom and my snare, and then I bought two versions of UFO Drums rims. I got the by the foot version and the 16-inch rim condom version. So what's the difference of those two things, by the way? This is something I was a little bit confused of. I didn't know if it was the exact same thing or if it was like two different kinds of build. I didn't know what was up. With the rim condom, it's basically the by the foot version melted together. So it's just one round elastic strip that you just fit over your acoustic drum shells or your electronic drum shells. With the by the foot version, you literally just go buy, I don't know, like 30 feet of rubber rim, whatever amount you need, and then you just take a pair of scissors and you cut out the exact amount that you need and you fit that over your acoustic drum shells. Unfortunately, I seem to suck at math because I did not buy enough feet of this rubber rim material for my high tom. I think that was what I was buying it for. No, I was buying it for my snare, and then it turned out I didn't have enough. I didn't order enough feet of this material, and then I tried it on my high tom and it still wasn't enough material. So there's a gap like this long on the rubber rim, unfortunately. So do the math before you actually buy this stuff. Or you can just go the safe route and buy the pre-made sized ones that just are elastic and you just fit it over your drum shells. That's the easier way to do it. However, it's harder to install that way because there's a lot of tension because it's a round shape and you're kind of like pulling it into an oval while you're trying to fit it over your drum shells. No matter what rim you're using, they're all really annoying to put on your drum shells. I've got Roland rubber rims and I've taken them off and I've put them back on again. They're a pain. They're just a pain to put back on your drum shells just because of the way they're constructed. They're really, really well made. The only one that has gotten damaged now is my snare drum rubber rim on my Roland TD30K snare. That thing has finally worn out after 4 years of two people playing it. Keep that in mind. These Roland rubber rims are not indestructible. Here's the approach some of these companies take. Some companies like Edrum want to go the stealth route, where they just want to have a really thin, low profile rubber rim, not much here, just a little bit of sound dampening. Unfortunately, if you go too far in this line of thinking, you'll construct a product that will break within weeks. So what UFO Drums did was they're somewhere in the middle. They're not incredibly thick like the Roland rubber rims, but they're not as thin as these Edrum rubber rims. So I don't know about the durability. I haven't played them for a solid year to see when they'll break, because all rubber rims eventually wear out. But they're a little bit thinner than the Roland ones. Now the Pintech ones, they're almost as thick as the Roland rubber rims. And they actually have this guard that goes around the rim, the outside of the rim of your drum shell. So it gives it a unique look that no other rubber rim I've actually seen on the market does. So that's something interesting. These rubber rims actually add to the thickness of your rim more than the UFO Drums rims do. So that's something that's very important to keep in mind. If you want something that just gives you a little bit of sound dampening, keeps a low profile, and doesn't really change the feel of your acoustic drum set, then maybe go with the UFO by the foot or the rim condom version because they give you a more acoustic feel. I personally was worried that it would look a little bit sloppy when I'm just taking a long string of rubber rim and I'm piecing it together. I thought where the two ends meet would look a little, unprofessional, a little bit sloppy, but they actually go together pretty well and it's pretty seamless. Of course, if you look really, really closely at it, you can see it definitely, but it's not as bad as you might think. They actually gave me 2 inches more so that I can cut it off with a pair of scissors until it is exactly a snug fit. And I think that's pretty cool that they let you do that. All right, so let's do some sound comparisons to see which is louder. All right, this is just the iPhone mic. As you heard, there isn't a giant difference in sound between the two. I would still give the edge to the Pintech Rim, but it's not a big sound difference. So it's all about the kind of feel you're going for and your price range. I don't have a professional decibel meter here, so I can't give a really accurate reading of exactly how loud it is. Another thing I did not mention is that the overall shell size does have a factor in how loud your electronic drum set is. So the smaller the drum pad, the quieter it is. That's why this Sonar drum set is actually louder than the TD30K I used to play. So keep that in mind too. It's hard to do a really fair comparison. Can't really go wrong buying either one. Unfortunately, I'll have to play these for a couple more years to be able to tell which one is more durable, but that's how it stands right now. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in a few.